Hello everyone! Welcome back to my another video. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Some of the parenting choices in young Sheldon may raise some eyebrows, especially compared to choices parents might make in today's world. The show Young Sheldon is set in the 1990s during a time when parenting was much different than it is today. Parents were arguably less protective as kids played in the streets from afternoon until the sun went down. They played lots of video games, albeit on much more rudimentary consoles, and they ate sugary cereals and drank soda pop without a care in the world. This isn't to say parenting has improved, it's just different, as is the landscape today. In this series, George and Mary are raising their 3 children, including Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang Theory. And while they do the best they can, a few of their parenting choices, and that of other parents on the show, might raise some eyebrows. At the tender age of 9, Mary and George decided to let Sheldon attend high school. It was obvious he wasn't being sufficiently challenged in grade school, so he needed to be somewhere that could help expand his mind and intellect. However, while Sheldon was more than intellectually ready for high school, he was nowhere near being mature enough. And as someone who was socially awkward as well, the decision added pressure to his life. As the season went on and Sheldon got older, and it was clear he wasn't being challenged in high school either, the parents made the decision to allow him to attend college early. Yes, Mary was reluctant to let him go until Sheldon pushed for it. Sheldon's excitement about going was what convinced Mary to relent. But the fact that she was putting all her trust in the professor and friend Dr. Sturgis to look out for Sheldon while he was there was questionable. Yes, Sheldon had grown close to the professor, but they were also aware it wasn't the most ideal situation. Every parent will say they don't have a favorite child, but chances are, deep down they do. They will never ever show it though. Mary, however, fawns over Sheldon, always worried about keeping her brilliant and special boy happy and comfortable. She will make his favorite foods and constantly adjust things to accommodate his quirks. That, of course, is a sign of a great mother who knows what her child needs and wants to make sure he feels secure. That said, it sometimes comes at the expense of Georgie and Missy, especially Missy. The fact that she's Sheldon's twin yet gets less attention might contribute to why she's so self-centered. Connie has a wonderful personality, and she is who she is. But she makes fun of her daughter Mary a lot, which makes one wonder if she did so when Mary was a child as well. Of course, Connie loves her daughter dearly, but constantly berating Mary's choices, whether it's her dedication to the church, her conservative personality, or her choice in husband, Connie always finds an opportunity to make a wisecrack. There's no question that Connie is a wonderful mother, but some of the things she says to Mary could actually hurt the woman, even if she doesn't show it. Most of the time, George can be found sitting on his chair in the living room, watching the game and sucking on a beer. George drinks quite a bit of beer, in fact. He drinks while watching TV, while eating, while working in the garage, while out with friends. George's drinking did apparently become a problem at some point, as learned in The Big Bang Theory. And his decision to drink more than he should probably impacted the relationship he had with his family. Instead of trying to encourage Georgie to do better in school, Mary and George seem to simply accept that he isn't a smart kid and never will be. They let him be who he is, which is great. But that means not pushing him to do better, enlisting the help of a tutor, or sitting down to help Georgie with his homework. The Sparks are the Coopers' hilarious neighbors, and the mother Brenda is an angry bully of a woman who butts heads with Mary, while Herschel the dad seems to get along well with George. But when it comes to their son Billy, his parents let him run wild. Instead of encouraging their son, they roll their eyes at him or put blinders onto the fact that there are things they could do to help give him some direction. So it's no surprise that Billy is one of the least liked characters on the show. Connie didn't approve of her daughter being with George, and despite the fact that the pair have been married for more than a decade, she continues to berate George. She makes fun of his job, his weight, and his abilities as a father and a husband. Most of the time, it's all in jest. Nonetheless, This must make Mary feel bad knowing that she doesn't have the full support and approval of her mother. It also often puts Mary in the middle of their bickering. Sheldon is a picky eater, as most kids are at his age. Nonetheless, it seems he eats the exact same lunch every single day, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Mary is a busy mother of 3, but it seems like a little variety could be good for her kids. She does make more balanced dinners, as seen in several episodes when the family is seated for an evening meal. And while the lunches were very indicative of the time, they seem very repetitive by today's standards. Following his marriage to Officer Robin and the announcement of their pregnancy, Pastor Jeff decided to buy a house. But his decision to buy the house next door to the Coopers is puzzling. Would it be the best environment for his upcoming child to be that close to Sheldon, who clearly tests his patience? It might work in their favor to have Mary, who works for Pastor Jeff, nearby to help with babysitting. But they might have been better off setting up their new family in another neighborhood, away from potential stressors. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Young Sheldon 24, and stay with us.